video. We're going to start with the short intro.
There you go.
Negus.
Negus. What is the language of origin?
Ethiopian to Amharic.
What is the definition?
A king. It's used as a title of the sovereign of Ethiopia. Negus.
Negus, Negus.
I'm saying, so holla at me. Like I said, don't get it twisted because I don't got the interview voice. I'll run laps around you.
And clearly ain't got no filter. And and the bishop, he working on it, but God ain't finished with me yet either. So welcome to the church.
Welcome to the church. Not everyone needs to believe in your dream, but you do.
We want to encourage you, if you got a dream or an idea, bet on yourself. This is almost like free consulting. Hit that Cash App because we giving y'all a free game away.
Oh, you gonna learn to laugh today. You getting that medicine with that candy right now.
That's our show, y'all.
Yeah,
it's about love.
If they ain't about truth, you might have to check them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them. If they boys in blue, then you might have to red them. Ninjas gon' nig if you let them.
What's going on, people? Y'all can hear me. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. I don't have the mic, so I'm using computer mic. But welcome to Pimping Negus, and that's Negus. Please don't go with the Nigger. Please don't go with the Nigga. You might get hurt. I'm all about peace and love, though. What you about, brother?
Grace and mercy and peace and love. I'm with you, brother. We had 5 people for a minute there.
Yeah, 5 people. We was at the most. We had
we back, Mortimer.
We made it. Yeah, so I'm one of the hosts of this lovely show, which I consider lovely. The good Deacon Bethia, Deacon Trey, who I'm with. I got the good who I'm with.
Man, I'm real deal Bishop Hustle Hotel. Now, boy, we gonna get into it.
So what's going on? We coming live with y'all on a Monday, usually not our scheduled time. We missed a couple weeks. I said we was gonna record it. So I asked the good Bishop Hustle Hotel, do you just want to go live now? He said, let's do it. And maybe we get back a show on Saturday, maybe not, but we've been away for a couple weeks, so we back, man. So we got a full slate. The show is we're gonna do some year-end review, but we're gonna also get into some current topics. But before we get into that, please tell the people what this show is about, brother.
Man, this show is about love, grace, and mercy. But we gonna try to make you laugh too. As my boy say, you gonna get the candy with some medicine. It's a comedy edutainment show. We just 2 brothers delivering our unfiltered, unapologetic opinions on life, business, love, finances, fatherhood, current events, and we try to balance the righteous and the ratchet. We works in progress, whips, WIP. Good Lord ain't finished with us. And if you don't know who or what a Negus is, look it up, Negus, and also pray for your brothers.
Yeah, pray for us. Yeah, we got the good manifest black man checking in. Bishop can't do a show on New Year's Eve. Shame. But we gonna get to the comments or whatever. So this is the day after Christmas. So what I did this year was the first year I did it was an impromptu family dinner. But we started off the round. I went around the dinner table and asked everybody what they was thankful for. So and grateful for. So I was like, yo, let's start the show off with that, just because that's what I'm feeling. So I'm gonna start with you, brother. What you grateful for / thankful for? Period. What did you learn in 2022, man?
I'm grateful for wisdom. Good Lord has taught me a lot this year. We'll get into some details later. I'm grateful for wisdom and grace and mercy, because Jesse, I say this all the time. I know what I deserve. And he just continues to use it, brother. And I'm just like, wow.
Let me correct you, yo. You deserve what you getting.
Well, no, I don't. Brother, no, I don't. Let's some things I work hard for, but it's stuff I deserve that I ain't got, and I'm grateful.
Gotcha.
What
What
about
else?
yourself, brother?
That's it.
Yeah,
So,
that's the big things. I ain't gonna talk too long. We're
gotcha.
going to detail.
Yeah, I'm grateful for life, man. So I'm trying to be more grateful. Well, I'm always grateful, trying to acknowledge grateful and write it down what I'm grateful for. Just to keep that in the forefront of my mind. Because a lot of people don't make it to see this far, man. We on episode 70. A lot of podcasts don't get to 70 live. Right? You wanted to quit a couple times. I'll tell people that when we get to episode 100. But a lot thankful for you, the family. Thank you for your wife and your family too for letting you get on. I know who run the household over there.
Okay, Shannon Sharp. Prime Time and Uncle Shay. Boy, I watched that and I was like, oh, that's so us.
Yeah. I said we gotta do the live, so we gotta set a trip up so we can do the live, so we can do the. Cause I think that the live joint gonna be crazy.
Because then we could look at each other from head to toe. I already know. But anyway, continue. I'm sorry, brother.
Nah. That's I thought you was gonna be longer, so I don't wanna. I thought you was gonna get into a sermon or something.
Oh, would you? Is that an invitation?
Go ahead and do what you got to do.
Can the bishop get some gold chains for 2023? We don't wear gold, manifest black man. We keep it with the silver, brother. We'll do some research. It's probably your people out there with ashy knuckles digging in the mines for gold. I don't want to do that to our people. I like to think in my simple mind that, well, they ain't enslaving us for silver, but they probably
I think the good manifest black man's people from over there, they probably was participating in the slave
trade. If anybody look African, that brother look. Okay, let's get serious. Keep trying to come here. Wisdom. I learned a lot doing these projects. What I've learned is my story ain't about me. We come on here and we talk about it, but I done lived my life. My story is not about me, and I was reluctant. I've done a book before, but doing this short thing. Oh, I got some good news. I shared it with you, but let me share it with the world. I entered the pilot episode of Good Game into several film festivals, and I'm pleased to announce here only exclusive. We need some buttons or something.
Yeah. You gotta do that. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. I'll clap before you even announce it.
Yeah. We've been selected for the San Diego Black Film Festival. So that's the first one I got noticed for. So
hold on. Pause for it. Pause. You've been working hard on that, man. I know how hard you've been working on. You've been canceling the show and all that for that, man.
Yes, look, we're gonna get into all of that. So glory to God. Yeah. I didn't want to do it. My life is me and this good brother been talking. We're gonna say the content, good deacon, but I know what I need to do. I didn't want to do this stuff because my life is fabulous. It's good. Whether y'all know it or not, I take trips. I still got some hood in me, so I don't post no pictures or nothing like that when I'm gone because, you got family that can buy and all of that stuff. But my life is good, and I didn't need to go into another venture. Of course, I'm a lawyer. I guess a lot of people would say I'm a successful lawyer because I've been working in tech, which is kind of hard. I'm able to provide for my family. I'm a simple man. And that's way more than we could have been.
Let me see your glasses, bro. Let me see your glasses.
These ain't Gucci.
Those Burberry.
Hey,
say Burberry.
Shout out to Bill Gates and good corporate insurance. I get one pair of glasses a year and my family. That's that good. So we blessed. And so I don't have to do the books and stuff for money. It was just, well, what would be my contribution to the world? How can I help other people? How can I do a good work? But that crap take work. As you pointed out, I've been missing shows. I got to learn stuff. It's a steep learning curve trying to learn Adobe Premiere Pro, having to deal with scammers who their first question when you need help, well, what's your budget? My cousin Ricky call them budget bros. You got to watch out for them because whatever you say, they finna spend it, and having to be guarded in these new areas. And I wanted to quit so many times. and it dawned on me, and God sent me the message in several different ways that Jesse, your story ain't about you. You ain't blessed for no reason. You've been through some of the crap you've been through, and I gave you grace and mercy to get through it, because I expect for you to turn around and tell people, because you never know who your story could help. And so when you asked me about being grateful, this is my sermon. You said preach. I'm gonna preach. I'm grateful for that wisdom.
Go ahead.
I'm grateful for that wisdom, because I feel like if anybody know the Bible, the prophet Jonah, who God gave him a message and he immediately went the other way and wasn't trying to do it. I feel like I was running this year. As I was telling you, now that it's in the film festivals, there's no more for me to do. I'm not hustling. I could be out there trying to get an agent and all of that stuff. But I'm like, man, God, I did my part. Come on, man. Now you do the rest. So I've been enjoying being what I told my son is normal. I ain't got no projects. I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey and just loving being able to be home, the simple things. So I appreciate that. But I also appreciate when you ask me what I'm grateful for, his grace and mercy that he does with me, because your brother is still not there, all the way there. And we're going to talk about
I don't know if we ever get there, man. I
feel like I'm a long way away, though, Detravius. I know stuff, but it's just like the Apostle Paul preaching again for them people that know you want to do right. But then sometimes you end up going back to the old ratchet ways, and it's like
we ain't gonna expose too much, but I think it's I don't know if you ever get right. I always think that I'm gonna get to this magic age and I'm gonna be like, yo, I got it. I don't got it, man. Yeah, I'm still learning. I don't know if you ever get it. I think if you get it, it's probably time for you to check out.
Yeah, right. It's time to go. Like you got it. All right, go.
And I think you might stop progressing if you ever get to a point where you think you got it. I think that's just me, man. I don't know the answers. I never ever claimed to have the answers. The one thing I do tell people all the time is like, I don't know, or I could be wrong, or I'm just one man's opinion, yo. I do not know. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, one of my other sayings, we gotta get more merch. Everybody out here freestyling, man. Even if you think they got it. You
used to have a saying. It was something like, I could be wrong, but I'm probably right, or something like that. It was catchy. I like it. I forget what it was exactly.
Yeah. So let's jump into the hot topic. We both lawyers.
Okay.
We can hop into the Meg. Your boy Daystar Peterson was found guilty on all charges. For those that don't know, that's Tory Lanez is his stage name. I don't know the charges off top of my head.
What's his real name?
And Daystar Peterson, you know he a Negus.
Daystar, I didn't know that. Look, you just threw me for a loop. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm gonna go with the flow. What we talking about?
Yeah, Daystar Peterson was found guilty. So, what you think about? Because I personally I haven't followed the trial, but I got my opinions on the trial, and I'm gonna give my opinion after you give your opinion. What you thought about the outcome, the trial?
The media about it was it's all over Instagram. There's one person in particular that we both know on Facebook. Now I just go to Facebook. This is probably crazy, but as I was telling you, I go to Facebook to check on the Country Wayne episodes.
It's on Facebook. You was telling me about that. It's on Facebook.
Yeah. We got mutual friends on Facebook, but one person in particular just been going in and this, and I don't know, depending on what do they call it? It's like your social media bubble or filter or something like that. But what I thought about it was, it seemed like we the only people that celebrate people's downfalls. Like I see people cheering and clapping and take this and that. And I don't know nobody that was riding for Tory. I don't know nobody that was riding for Meg, because again, I ain't involved in there. I got my own life. I live it fully, so I'm not vested in other people's lives. But apparently, if I just only looked at this person's post, it was a lot of people who was coming down on Meg about a gunshot, the guns and all of this, and it was sketchy. And the trial, I mean, even on Instagram, some Indian lawyer who just happened to be there at the trial was reporting on everything and the drama. It was like, wait, we talking about everything, but well, who shot you? They was talking about he done hit both the best friends and they cool with it, and he trying to, I'm like, oh, this is they love this.
Yeah. Now I think again, I haven't followed the trial at all. But I mean, obviously somebody shot her or the ricochet or whatever. That happened. So it's really just about who done it. So like you said, all those other details, I guess they came out in trial doing testimony, is really not important, I guess. Like who she's sleeping with and all that type of stuff. But where I was gonna go with it is that I know it's gonna sound crazy, but we gotta do it. Yo, we gotta stop tuning into this type of stuff, bro. They just profiting off our pain. Like they dividing. You pick a side, people losing families and friends over it because of their opinion. And at the end of the day, a person's opinion is their opinion, but also it's like, yo, they profiting off of pain all day, every day. They selling us with pain. So I'm always like, this is a conspiracy theory. I wish I had a tinfoil hat.
You sounding like a hotel. Go ahead and preach.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where, you know, I got the media background. It's like when you realize, even I told you a long time ago about this. I said, whenever I post something positive, I don't get no likes, no very few. I post something provocative, as you would say. Yeah, my likes go up, the comments be 100 and something. I had 100 and something comments in the Brah book because I'm just not on it like that no more. But like it's crazy. Like, yo, we respond to the negative. And part of it when we first started, I was like, yo, I don't want to be like the character of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like we just feed in the fire. Obviously, we gotta talk on hot topics. We gotta monetize eventually. But it's like, yo, bro, like I already know what's gonna go. You know I know what's gonna go. I know what's gonna go. I know it's gonna get people riled up or whatever. And just like, yo, bro, like it's all negative though, man. I ain't gonna say all of it. Most of it is negative. Like when I post something positive, I don't get no feedback, bro.
Yeah.
I don't get no comments.
We've been conditioned, man. We've been conditioned, and I think that kind of, you sounding real hotep, but I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad you woke in that aspect or whatever. But you right, it's divide and conquer. So you got black men against black women cheering about who gonna get it. Either way, the situation is bad. And it's like this man getting 20 years for shooting somebody who didn't die. But we know murderers who have gotten off lick free. You know, you think about your boy who shot Trayvon Martin and all of these other cops. And it's just like, man, this corruption, at some point, something got to give. But as long as they keep us divided, we ain't focusing on that. It shouldn't have been a big deal. Yeah, you shot her. Well, I'm not passing judgment that somebody shot her. Let's get down. Justice is supposed to be let's get down to the bottom of it. This thing was a circus. You had the security didn't show up. It sounded like the security could have shot her. You got witnesses saying she's shooting the gun and popping off and all. And it's just like, yo, was the point justice, or was it for y'all to profit and then further divide us black men and black women? And as you just noted, that's what the purpose was. It wasn't to get no justice for nobody. You ain't never interested in giving us justice any other time. And don't tell us you really care about black women. Like for real. And everybody's career is about to go up off of this. I seen something as we were searching for this, or I'm doing research. Like the DA is putting out a note about black women. We've been down, and like, bro, you do not care. Come on. But his career, because this was a big media circus, his name gonna be known. He probably gonna, everybody profit except us, and we left bitter, divided, fighting on social media. So my plea to my people is, wake up. If you out here still posting about Meg and laughing about Tory, whether you think Tory did it or not, you laughing at somebody's downfall. Like, what kind of human being are you? I don't care how many people been on your wall talking bad about you or whatever. Protect your energy. You shouldn't be laughing at that.
That's why I was telling you before we got on the show. I was like, yo, I haven't been on the face. I'll go and like something and respond to somebody on my personal page, but I haven't. I've been. Oh, one of the things I learned that I'm applying more. I'm trying to follow my own advices, controlling my inputs more, and I just don't. I don't want to see all because people mad. I don't want to see y'all opinions, bro. I know y'all want to see mine. Keep tuning in, but I don't want to see and read y'all opinions, man. Because a lot of it don't even be thought out. I'm like, yo, you and I don't under.
That's
I'm
so
like,
real.
I said, a lot of the time, I don't even know what's real. Like, do they really be mad at stuff, or is it
just to get attention on social media? Yeah,
it's some people I see that I know we know in common, and they be posting like stuff, and I just be like, yo, bro, I know you. It be people we know in common, like you not even like this. I haven't been around you in years, but the last person I know, you're not even this woke, and you're not even this. Whatever you're trying to portray, you're not that, bro. And you're doing it for the likes. And I'm like, the one thing I try to do is like, I mix the medicine with the candy, and I make it provocative. But like, if I wrote it, 99% of the time, it's something I'm gonna stand on, right? At least in the moment. Like context matters, time matters. I might change my opinion. I always say I reserve the right to change my opinion with new information, but it's not something I'm technically trolling, right? Like I'm just not putting an opinion out there that doesn't jive with me like that. Most of the vast
your affirmations give you some roses. Keep up with your affirmations.
Yeah. I've been doing that. So it's crazy because you said you wrote the book. We talk about your book, and like I told you before, I ain't dive deep into it, but we talked about this behind the scenes mad times, right? About the note or whatever. And what I was like, yo, Charlie doing what I said I should be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I was keeping a book list for my son. And then he reshared our graduation picture at Howard on his social media. Because I didn't know the Joker was really following me and paying attention, right? On Instagram. And I was like, yo, he's paying attention. So what I'm doing now, I'm giving the secret behind how the sausage is made. Pause. Like this, it's for me. Those daily affirmations for me also, but it's also I'm leaving. I don't have the book yet. I'm gonna work on the book, but that's something that
you leaving the breadcrumbs.
Yeah. So it ain't even really for me. Like it's for me because I believe it. When I write them, but it's also for him and like anybody else that gets something from him. That's just.
If he following us and because you've gotten good at remixing clips. I told you you've been doing what you've been handling your PI on your social media game. And I can say this, and I think I've said it before. My second book, I knew I was going to write like 3 books. I said it when I did the first one, I was like, all right, these going to be the stages. But what inspired me to get off my butt was you reaching out to me about your son. And I was like, that's it. That's a great father. Every father needs to do that. What is it that you would tell your son if you wasn't here? And, we have conversations with our son, but sometimes having it in writing. And so that second book was like, hey, man, if the good Lord take me, my son, he has no excuse because he got the good game. He got it right there. Summarized for him. How financially, physically, spiritually, mentally, how should you move? How can you become a king? How can you rise above some of this other stuff and not get distracted by like everybody else? How can you be woke to try to help your people and have a positive impact? That's what good game is. But you helped me when you asked me to. I think your son was like 13 then or something. Like he was turning 13.
They did it was like it probably was 13 because it was based on like the bar mitzvah thing.
Yeah. It was a minute ago, but if I remember, I did it. I was like, say less, and that helped me. That's actually part of the intro. I revised it for my son. Like, okay, here's what I would say or whatever. So shout out to your son. Shout out to you for social media. And another point, and then I'm gonna shut up. is, and this goes back to the Jonah thing, I know what I'm supposed to be doing. They telling me I got a whole list that I'm paid people. You need to make a video a day. You need to make these topics. And I'm just like, bruh, I'm too busy living. Like, catch me in real life. I don't care about the likes and all of that stuff. I don't need that affirmation. But like you, let me say again, we still follow us. When you said something, when you said, I really don't care about your opinion, but oh yeah, y'all, y'all don't want to follow. I don't mean to offend you, but how can I continue to live and stop every second to record? And it's just hard. That's a burden that I don't need. Now, I either got to pay somebody to follow me around or I just got to learn this stuff. And I done went through a steep learning curve. My brain is just, I'm slowing down right now until I know I got to climb another mountain. And I'm sure there'll be another mountain.
Yeah, I done paid multiple people for plans and all that type of stuff. And I don't execute like that anyway. But now I'm being more conscious of it. Like I said, once I realized he was following me and he was paying attention, I was like, oh, I didn't even know that. So he inspired me to do the daily. He don't even know that. I got to see him know that if he see this. He don't even know that he did that.
Shout out to your son. Shout out to sons. Let's go to speaking of which, great transition.
Speaking of sons.
Go ahead, brother. Introduce it.
So it's Little Romeo versus Master P, man. Like we discussed this before behind the scenes. We talk about stuff that we discussed behind the scenes. Like, so apparently Romeo, the story goes, Master P posted RIP to DJ Twitch, which I didn't know who that was. He killed himself not too long ago, committed suicide. Romeo was like, you got some type of nerve posting that when you don't care about your own family, mental health. Then he came back and started posting about money that he never been paid and all this type of stuff. And we discussed this multiple times over the years. And I would always say, now I guess I'm putting it on record now, like one of my greatest fears is like, you do all this for your kids and they don't appreciate it, bro.
Yeah. Romeo, you got 50 Cent and his son.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm with you. I'm trying to get you an article up, brother, because for people who don't know, can you see it now? Yeah, you can see it. For people who don't know, man, his son went in to the point where tearing down his dad's legacy, which is like, you little entitled prick, you don't understand what your father mean to so many people. He took what's his story? He took like the insurance money that his mom gave him. Gave him when she died.
Grandfather's son left him $10,000 insurance money,
and he flipped that to a empire. And instead of you shutting up and talking to your dad when he puts that out there, you being all emotional and you gonna put this stuff out there to the point where Master P had to just come on and do his own video. Oh man, like, I don't even do this. I don't want to do. I felt him on that, like, but you
Master P. He got to be close to 60 if he ain't.
Yeah, like you, son, you messing with my legacy, and I done gave, and everybody knows. I think he was disputing with him about 106 and Park. No, that's Bow Wow.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah, you disputing with him about chips and all of these businesses that your father done put you on. And as you said, that's a fear. Like, yo, man, you tripping, bro. You came up rich. Little Romeo, you always been around white girls. Every time you seen them, like, that ain't happening without your dad. You chose that. And I'm not saying that's great. But I'm saying your dad put you in a position that your little self wouldn't even be in. And you gonna come and disrespect your dad over some emotional stuff and some chips?
He said some chips, some rap snacks at that. They ain't even them fire chips. They ain't even Pringles or nothing like that. I never had.
You're not thinking like, yo, as you said, and the media want to eat that up. A black icon and his son bickering, so everybody jumping to get sides and all of that stuff because it sells. And it's just like, bro, you was a clown for that, Little Romeo. Everybody,
you know
your name.
I don't know what's going on in their household, so we all on the outside looking in. But for me, so I'm giving my perspective, my potential blind spots as a person that did not know his dad. I wish I had the option to beef. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I never knew my dad. He passed when I was 8. Didn't know him before that. But then it's like you do all so we do all these things. So that's part of what drives me with my son relationship. I ain't saying I'm the best dad in the world or anything. I got flaws and all that type of stuff too. We all learn on the fly. Ain't no manual for this joint. Yep. So it's like, but you do all these sacrifices. It's like, for example, when we graduated law school, I didn't even look for jobs anyplace else besides Jersey and New York because I knew my son was here. Right? Like the world is our oyster. The United States was our oyster. We could have been applying for everywhere.
DC.
Yeah, I didn't even look for anything outside of DC. I looked at DC, New York, and New Jersey. I didn't even look anyplace else for jobs. Like, and this is like, who knows what life will hand you? But it's like that's just one sacrifice. We all make sacrifices. They ain't asked to be here, but it's just like, yo, do they appreciate it? Or you're entitled to, I just hope that don't happen to me, man. Pray for me, bro. Pray for us. I just hope that don't, because that would break my heart. Like, damn, fam, you feeling like that, and you know you was feeling like that for a minute. That's why he posted it.
Yeah, and didn't say anything to your father.
Yeah,
but it's like, did you?
He claimed he talked to his father about it, but still.
But you thinking about yourself. And you're not thinking about the sacrifices that this man have made for you. Again, your father built something. You trying to tear down his name for what? Likes? To get people on your side? Because you could feel how you feel. You could tell him about it, but you ain't gotta. It's almost like that family business is family business. You trying to say, nah, he ain't all that he say he is. Well, what are you? Why are you pointing the fingers? You looking like a little prick. Like, I'm gonna speak on it. I don't have to know Master P or Lil Romeo. I know Lil Romeo, we wouldn't know who you are if it wasn't for your dad. And your dad built something. He blessed a lot of people. He may not be able to bless you now the way you want to be blessed, but the fact that you got Rap Snacks, Negro, you wouldn't have had that without your dad. Like, Humble, same thing with like 50 Cent. He was complaining. I think we talked about this. He only get like 6,000 a month.
That was 7,000 a month.
Man, like you look, like you said, that would be heartbreaking when you done made all of them sacrifices and you pour into these kids. I tell Trey all the time. I done said it on this show.
Yeah, you definitely said it on the show. Go ahead and say it.
We sacrificed that Mercedes CLS for you, fool. Like you better come on and do something, because that was the one with the spaceship windows.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
We're gonna be riding smooth. We made a conscious decision.
I didn't think about this until we started talking about it, but it also shows that man, obviously we gotta find a balance, right? Like that it's clearly some pain there. Maybe all he really wanted was time, yo. Maybe he would give up all this Rap Snacks and all that stuff just to have his dad in the house. But then it's like, but you also wouldn't have his life either. You never know, because we don't live in an alternative universe. There's no way to know, because based on Master P, well, he tells the story that he's living in the projects. I won't get no money to go back to the project, bro.
Little Romeo, from the way he carry himself, don't look like he would ever step foot in a project or a hood. Like, I mean, this dude came in, like, he went to school in like Beverly Hills or something. All of the pictures I remember of him, he was surrounded by white people.
Yeah, the kid Simmons, what's up, cuz? She said, word.
I mean, yeah, you're right though. That's the balance. While we chasing the bag, are we forgetting and neglecting our kids? Sometimes they just need love. They don't need those things, but because we didn't have that stuff, that's the struggle, especially around Christmas season. I done had this conversation with my wife and even with my kids, like, yo, y'all should be looking. Don't give me no Christmas gift list. Who you gonna bless? You still got unopened toys. Y'all bless. How this is the season for giving, not about receiving. Like, I'm not even, because I feel like uber rich people,
Yeah,
They ain't breaking themselves to buy Christmas
I
gifts
don't
and
think
all
so.
of that
I
stuff
don't think
and
so.
celebrate Christmas and put up trees. That's poor folks. And
Yeah.
then we feel the pressure because society has said you should be doing this. And that's why you got people out here stealing Amazon packages. The stick-ups go up around Christmas. You got to be vigilant. You robbing folks, you breaking in people's homes. Because you trying to keep up with what society says you should be giving gifts around this time.
Well, that's another thing I learned, yo. Another thing, well, not that I learned, but I'm applying more. I don't know if I said it on here. I definitely posted on social media posts. Like, yo, we spend a lot of time and energy. We, especially Black people, but people in general, especially Americans, because we live in a conspicuous consumption society. We spend a lot of time trying to impress people that we don't like, we don't know, and that we don't care about, whether it's with the labels. And we all caught up. Every time I do it, I'm like, yo, that's some Negus. That's Negus-ish. And I be like,
because we kings and queens, we supposed to peacock. Look, so.
but then you gotta say what, like, so you always gotta ask yourself. Well, I ask myself all the time, like, what am I really doing this for? You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't no dress rehearsal, bro.
Speaking of peacock and dress rehearsal, where my banner? You gonna laugh today. We gotta add some humor in there. This is not the way you check in the jail right there.
No,
all right.
No. I read that. I read he came in there with a pink suit. I said, yo, this Joker, like, so all right, let's rewind a little bit. Cause I've been to court a couple of times, been in and out of court as representing. Like, yo, is he not listening to his counsel? Like, yo, bro, tone it down. He think he Michael Jackson. When Michael Jackson came with the little soldier suit on, the court. Like, yo, bro, you coming with a hot pink suit to court for your verdict? Are you dumb? Are you serious? I hope he had a do-rag on the court. Like, yo, you really.
He said he was clean though. That's our joke for the day.
Call me a Negro Pen, but you better have your best Negro Pen suit on and look on when you're going.
Navy, is it navy blue?
Navy blue, yo, you know that's.
You better conform and assimilate till you get out of here. Then you have your nigga stuff on. You rip it off.
Yeah, then you have it on. Then you go, once you put your navy blue suit on, don't have a loud tie on. You remember we got that speech when we was in law school?
Yeah.
And then after you get off or whatever, well, he got convicted, but then you go back to wearing the pink suit. Don't come to the court with the pink suit on, bro.
Yeah. That I mean, he was clean. I ain't gonna hate, but
yeah,
that was the wrong place.
That's the wrong place.
Wrong time. Yes, that's the look. You need to blend in and look humble, and we just got to learn how to move, man. What else we got, bro? But this fatherhood thing that touches us deeply, because again, my prayer is always, I pray that my kids stay hungry, like they daddy. Or ambitious, whatever word you want to use, and humble. I use hungry and humble because I want them to go out there. You know how law school was. People will underestimate you. I want you to be hungry and eat somebody lunch. Like, you're going to eat your cornbread. That's the energy I want you coming with throughout your life. Like, you're going to eat your cornbread. Like, I'm a giver, but look, I'll eat your cornbread.
Oh, I know what question I had. I said, Paul, what was the let me ask you this since you brought it up. What was like the craziest thing on their Christmas list that you was like, yo, are you serious? Just give me one.
You didn't touch a sensitive spot. This and Trey's was, well, I don't really want anything for Christmas. I just want to go to Cuba for my birthday. And Carly's was, she wants to go on a Disney cruise. And both them Jessies got what they want, with me kicking and screaming. So Trey's going to, we all gonna go to Cuba. I ain't gonna give nobody the dates as a family. And then they going on a Disney / Marvel cruise. Carly got her bags packed already. This trip ain't for a while.
Send me the link to that, man. Send me the link to that.
I don't even have the link, bro. This is my wife. She plans all the trips. I've talked about this. So she got them suitcases, and in there was this. She put a paper, very creative. I guess if I was a kid, I would love this, but I'm just looking like, you Jessies don't even understand. They've had passports, but and this is all glory to God for people who listening and gonna watch this. This ain't no bragging or nothing like this. These are first world issues in fatherhood that you and me we talk about. Like, we don't want to be like the Master P and Lil Romeo later on down the life because I didn't buy you a car at 16 or something. And I ain't. My kids know already. I ain't paying for college education.
You not paying for college, bro?
I'm teaching you options. You better go and get it. That's what I mean.
You did say that. You did say
that. Go and get you. Look, you got the good game. Now, what you do with it is on you. I didn't get all of that. I had a praying mom who was the bomb, and I get residual blessings. But they got that's triggering, bro. Because I'm like, I don't know if we doing our kids a disservice by giving them a lot of stuff, and I struggle with that. My wife.
I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. I thought you was gonna say something crazier than that.
That's crazy, Jesse.
No, I'm gonna tell you why it's not crazy. I think money spent on experiences is better than money spent on things.
I agree with that.
So when you go on the Cuba trip, it's gonna be all of y'all. Y'all gonna be building memories. When you go on the Disney cruise, it's gonna be all of y'all. Y'all gonna be building memories. I thought it was gonna be something like he wanted the Benz or something.
He has been asking me for one of my chains, so I got him a little cheap chain from China somewhere with the card words to my son. I seen it on Instagram. I was like, all right, he just sweated me about this. Let me order this. Yeah, because it got a message about, son, you brave, you courageous, whatever. I may not be here, but I like to leave them breadcrumbs.
Yeah. So I do think wealthy people, I do think they spend money on experiences.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And not the things, because I think the things are poor folk game.
Yeah. So what's your kids crazy? Same question back to you, brother.
So nothing really crazy. They didn't ask for anything crazy. Zori, we got her an iPad because she's real nice with drawing, so we're trying to encourage that. So she got
crazy. Man, these kids, that's crazy. An iPad. Listen, I've told this story before. I couldn't even get a laptop for law school. The drug dealers in the neighborhood went into a hospital and stole me a laptop.
For real?
Law school. I've told this story on here before. I'm probably the only person sitting in law school with a stolen laptop because I couldn't afford it. These kids getting iPads oh boy.
You said in law school with a stolen laptop? That's mad funny.
Absolutely. Harlem World from Harlem, New York had to crack it. Some kind of like Neo from the Matrix type dude, but he's a hood dude. Shout out to Harlem World, but he could testify. He cracked it and got in there, used the password, wiped it, and I was actually able to use it because I opened it up at this little surprise. You know how hood people are. Congratulations, your mom want to throw a party. The dealer comes in, the scammer that we know in our family comes in, gives me the laptop. I open it up. It's like Aurora Health or something. Put in your login credentials. I couldn't do nothing with the sucker. It was like a brick, but I'm like, thanks, I'll find a way. We'll fit because it's a laptop.
Yeah. You definitely need a laptop in law school. Yeah, you definitely need a laptop in law school for real.
So she got an iPad. How old is she? 6, 7?
6, yeah.
Yeah, these kids don't have no idea, man. I know them iPad. You get Apple Care too?
Nah, we probably should get that for sure.
Yeah, you want to get Apple.
Yeah. I'm about to write that right down, yo.
get her a cute little case too, because
I just ordered the case, so I dropped the ball. I was supposed to order the case, so the case come on Wednesday.
Okay.
But I dropped the ball. It fell off my radar to order the case when we ordered it. Mm-hmm. But nah, you're right. Apple Care, bro. I'm writing that down. If I don't write stuff down, we forget.
Oh, we getting long in the tooth, as the old folks say. Good for her. So she's nice with art. She likes that.
She's really good, really smart, really artistic. She scored in the let me just brag a little bit.
Go ahead, bro.
She scored in the 99th percentile in reading.
Wow.
For her age, and she's the 95th 95th or 94th in math.
Oh, we're gonna have to get on here to do some Pizza Hut book it reading for us.
Exactly. Yeah. She's been reading every night. Read a book to her every night. She's been reading on herself since she was before she was born. So
that's dope.
Yeah. So that's it. So that's what we got for that. So moving along, because we got time. We don't got a Negro. What was the thing again? Moment. I forgot already. I ain't write it down.
Think again. Is that appropriate? Let me put the banner down there while it's there. We ain't laughing at the verdict. We just laughing
it's
at
slow.
think
It's slow.
again.
And he a little dude. He like 4'11", yo.
Yeah, think again.
He about 4'11", and look at this picture. He probably like $110.
You got the do-rag. You ain't got no socks on. I mean, you clean, but for court, bruh, and you know them cameras is on you. You gotta be humble. You gotta be.
What if a lawyer told him that? Like, yo, bruh, his lawyer. I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of time we talked about this before. Just to take it back to those that follow us when who had got a lawyer and he was like, yo, they go with the
Jew.
Yeah, the Jewish people.
Oh, 50 Cent says it all the time. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get me a Jew. Yeah. And he lost. It's funny because he lost. Shout out to my boy LaRon Rogers, Rick Ross attorney. And he from Milwaukee. Message, get you an attorney that look like
so we was I think we talked about, it was one of them coaches, I believe. I forgot. We're gonna keep it going because I forgot what it was.
Music, movies.
Music. Books. You want to start with the book? What you reading? Book review time. We need some sound effects, some pages.
Yeah, we was talking about it. I've been caught up in Hebrews to Negroes for like the past. I moved the books to the other side. Somebody said, "Wait, there they go. You might be able to see them."
Yeah. You changed it up. You gonna put?
Yeah. Look, somebody was like, "Yeah, keep them behind you." I was like, "Well, I didn't mean to keep them behind me. Sometimes I'm gonna want to show them, but it took me like a month, and I was listening diligently.
Oh, you was listening to it? Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to it. I got that to highlight. That's gonna be for Trey and all of that stuff because it got a lot of people can say what they want, but it got a lot of scripture pointing and connecting the dots for. And I think most of us know with even a little bit of intelligence, understand that the first people couldn't have been European. And so therefore all them people in the book in the Bible.
I think at this point, if you believe in that, I think white supremacy is a disease anyway, which we all suffer from in our own little ways. But if you still believe in that, like you really, really, really got it bad, yo.
Yeah, because the information is out there, but you'd be surprised. It's still people believe that. And one of the I teach the young adult class at my church, and we have fun just like this with my guy. But one of the things that we was fighting like right before the pandemic was Christianity is the white man's religion. And before slavery, you didn't know who Jesus was and all of this stuff. And it's like, man, I understand why people could do that, but then now you got all of this access to information. It's like it's just ignorant. When you're reading it, it's like there's no. If you still think that anyway, it took me a while for that, and then I was anticipating, and I'm in the thick of it now. Michelle Obama's new book, The Light We Carry.
Yeah,
because basically, during this pandemic, it showed people, hey man, these politicians ain't gonna save us. The elites is living good. They want to keep us down here. Whoever you think the elite is, the Illuminati, whatever. But The Light We Carry is a continuation of her first book, Becoming, where she's like, hey, well, how do you survive? How do you get through this? What's some coping mechanisms? So that's what it is.
So I'm focused on the show, but so you inspired me because I really wasn't listening to books until we started talking about it. So everything I've been listening to, I've been sharing on my social media. Like I really be listening to these books, people. It's not for the show. I mean, we all posted for some type of responses, but so the last book I listened to rather, is Collective Illusion, and I made a post about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, bruh. So it says conformity, complicity, and the science of why we make bad decisions. And it is. This is 360 right here, bro. It goes how we all could get into the cycle of sharing opinions that we don't necessarily believe, but you've been pushed. So go to like the black man versus black woman. Like you might not necessarily believe it, but you've been told that it's so much, you start spitting it out like as if it's your original thought. And he gives a whole bunch of examples. I think everybody should listen to it at least once or read it at least once, because he gives you an example. And for me, I'm always like trying to take nuggets out of it. Like, all right, how does this apply to me? Because I think like a lot of times when we read or watch something, we think we are above that. Like I don't fall into that trap. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
To how you can actually fall into the trap, and he just gives a whole bunch of examples.
I posted the link in the comment to that.
Oh, thank you, good brother. Thank you, my sweet brother Noomsay. So that's the last book I read. I listened to that I shared. So, and TV, what you watching, bro? I've been watching. Well, I ask you a question. I'm let you answer.
No, go ahead. I'm listening because I'm a Martin man when I have a stressful day. Oh, I met Tashina Arnold too. That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
my wife was like, "Why you didn't get a picture?" I'm like, "Cause I was too busy living." She came to Beasler this year and was awarded, and she really is like Pam in real life. I told her, "You and Martin have blessed me because I haven't seen anybody yet that mirrors kind of the relationship that me and one of my sisters have. One that's closest to me. That's where I sharpen my. That's why I could take you as a sniper because I'm reformed, but me and her, and it's all love. At the end of the day, it's all love, and Anyway, go ahead, but I'm sorry.
So, we didn't discuss this before the show. I just thought about it. I watched, but it brought back. You talking about from Hebrews to Negroes. I was listening to. I watched them. What's the name of the title? But it's the documentary series by Graham Hancock on Netflix. Ancient something, I think.
Let me look it up.
But anyway, to make a long story short, I watched that. I think everybody should watch it. He getting slaughtered by
Science Apocalypse.
Yep.
Okay.
So he goes back into, so people don't, they saying he has no evidence for why he believes what he believes, but he tells you up front that he's this is a theory. He says he's a journalist, he's not a scientist, so he gives all that disclaimer, but they killing him, right? They saying the scientific community saying they should put Netflix should put a disclaimer saying that it's not there's no real facts. But anyway, the purpose of the documentary is just saying like how human history probably started before civilized communities probably started before they are given the record for it.
And
he said his theory is that it was some
aliens or
nah, he doesn't go on an alien. That's why I like it. He ain't blaming on an alien. He's just saying it was some enlightened culture that passed around and went continent to continent and gave these people all the science and mathematics to build all these crazy structures. But I've been watching that. But what I've really been promoting, I've been telling people about is the Man in the High Castle. Man, I'm only in season 3, but it's basically alternative history. Is what if Germany won the war and they split the U.S. between Germany? So U.S. is split actually in 3 places. In the middle is the neutral zone. The north is Germany runs it, and the west coast is Japan. And it goes through I was telling you before we got on the show, it's like it just takes you through the whole process of the human experience. And I think it's written well. Ain't too many black people in there yet. I don't know when they're gonna start showing up, but
that counts me out.
What you Black Dynamite, yeah,
that was the other one.
Yeah, Black Dynamite, man. This is like my 3rd time watching this series. Black Dynamite, Outside of the Boondocks, bro, this might be the funniest cartoon, best cartoon I've ever seen. Yo, Boondocks is number one for me, but Black Dynamite is a close second though. What you got?
I actually, now that I finished listening, I'm watching the documentary because my son, I told y'all, he's a history buff, love history and countries and wants to travel. So I'm pre-screening Hebrews to Negroes, the actual movie, the link that I just ordered it downloaded it on Amazon Prime. So I've been watching that, just trying to see if it's okay and something that I could share with him, because I want him to get the message. But if it's stuff that's not researchable, he gonna ask me questions because he's been taught how to think. So I don't even feel like dealing with that and having.
Let me ask you this: do you see what the controversy was about after reading the book and watching the documentary, or you haven't watched the documentary yet? You just started.
I do. I see what the controversy is. The jig is up, bro. If we wake up and understand who we are.
So do you see the anti-Semitism? Let me put it like that. Correct.
Here's and we could go over an hour. We said we could do this because here's the issue. The whole thing has to be anti-Semitic if you saying the Jews who claim to be the Jews are not the Jews. So the whole thing, you got to throw the whole thing out. The problem is what it says is he's using history, Greek, Roman historians, Indian historians. He's showing, and the Bible, a lot of Bible, he's showing that the people of the Bible, we know this, we could talk about this. All of the major religions started with, they have one thing in common, and that's Abraham, right? The three major ones. You got
the Abrahamic religions, yeah.
The Abrahamic religions. Where was Abraham from and his people? Ur of the Chaldeans. That's between the Tigris and the Euphrates in what we call Iraq now. If you get this in your DNA because it's dominant at any point, there's no way it could be what we've been told or saw. And like you said, if you still believe in that in this day and age, and you don't know that these people was black, then something is off. But again, who controls the media? They still, I think just like 2 or 3 years ago, what's the boy name? Christian Bale or something like that. He was like the Egyptian prince. They ain't got no shame. Like they is white.
I remember that happened. I think I posted something on
they don't have no shame, bro. None at all. And they try to keep Egypt and make it seem like it's not a part of Africa. And this guy is like, wait, when you look at the ancestors, the reason they call it anti-Semitic and this Semitism come from is from this one of Noah's sons, Shem. You had Ham, Shem.
That's where the name Semite come from.
Right.
Yeah, you think I don't know this stuff, bro? Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to. It's more people watching. I know you got the Africana degree and the run laps around the Jesse, but you asked me. I'm trying to break down for the people so they understand where Kyrie was coming from. How can I be anti-Semitic? That means I hate myself. They try to act like the Jews are the people that we see with all of this, and what this book is showing you is actually we could tell you when they came on the scene. And they know the true people of Israel. And he's like calling us African American. Unlike any other place, it doesn't necessarily denote where we from. We ain't from America. Our ancestors ain't from there. That's why they prefer the term Israelite, because it traces back. And the Holocaust, they try to say, well, the Holocaust didn't happen. I listened. Yeah. All 3 books, I didn't hear where he was just like really denying the Holocaust. What he's denying is you people aren't the people of the Bible. And even if you look at their religion and on their website, as long as your mama claim like Judaism, you could be a Jew. That wasn't the qualifications back then. And so that's what the whole book is about. Like black people, you know why you suffering and why you can't get up? Because you done forgot who you are and whose you are, and God allowing this crap to happen to y'all. Wake up and turn back to Him. And one of the and it makes me look at Martin Luther King completely different. This may be controversial, and one of those.
Where your Hotep had it?
But I look, I got it. It's my natural crown. Let me go ahead shake it. I done got some waka flocka shaking there. Yeah, it's dripping. Assimilation was the problem. When you go back and look at the children of Israel after God brought them out of Egypt, he said, don't mix with them Canaanites, even though for real, them is like they cousins, because them is they had some practices, sacrificing children and all of these false gods. He said, don't assimilate with them. What happened to African Americans here before, right after the slavery, and you the Africana study, so you know this stuff. We was doing good. We had Black Wall Street. We couldn't go to their buildings in their school, and so we built our own, and we rock with our people. Once we started,
I get your point though, because it still was classism there. You know, they had
you had light-skinned Negroes, the Boule and mulatto, but we was building together.
Yeah,
you always got
the Boule come from. That's where the Jack and Jill come from. The brown the black test, all that comes from when we was together, but we really wasn't together. But I get your point though.
Because we always had some of us that wanted to be like our oppressors.
Yeah.
It's still the same to today. We will sell out. We will sell our soul just to be accepted. And that was the problem. And because of that, there was some curses that's sitting right there in front of our eyes. I'm going to send you as slaves to the four corners of the earth, and you're going to serve all nations. Ain't no other group of people did that but us. And that's kind of what the Hebrews to Negroes, it tells how we went from Hebrews and knowing our culture to just Negroes, and how we got separated from our name, our customs, our religions, our culture, all of that stuff, and the impact that it had on us. So I don't see it can't be anti-Semitic if it's factually true. And I mean, you see how thick them volumes is. Bruh don't just he ain't no Dr. Umar. He went and did his research and was thorough. And they remember when they was jumping on Kyrie, they never really pointed out what about it was wrong.
They said he had they did. They said he quoted
Hitler.
Hitler, yeah.
Listen, the book Cast, what's that sister name? Because we talked about it. Hitler learned from America.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, let me think how y'all got these laws and people still love y'all. And y'all still seen as being on the top of the food chain as far as nations. He sent scientists and all kind of teachers and professors over here to study American politics and how we was doing stuff.
Yeah, Cass, I got that book. I haven't cracked it yet, though. I got it.
What?
Yeah, I got it.
You tripping, bro. Let me show you. You tripping, bro. Cass? That's a good one. Can I make a recommendation? Let's talk about Cast. We give you some time. That ain't one that you want to rush and all of that.
Yeah, you can't rush through it. So what I did was because I studied African studies, and I taught in the department for over 10 years. Like total, it's probably close to like 15 years with the.
Go ahead, pop your collar.
Now with the teaching, it's probably close to. I taught for 11 years. Mm-hmm. I was like, yo, and I was reading after that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I had to take a break from what I call struggle books.
I get it.
Yeah, so I was like, so I have Cast. I have there's a couple other ones. How white people became white. I think that's the title.
Nope, I ain't read. Oh, maybe The Invention of White Race. I ain't read this one yet. I got it.
No, it's not that one. It's on my bookshelf. It's in the other room. I got that sitting on there.
Mm-hmm.
I got there's a couple of them that I just got just sitting there that I'm going to eventually read. All right, so let's get to the music. The quick turn because we already over an hour, so I think we good money though.
Yeah, we good money.
So what's the music you got? So you want me to start? Go ahead, start with yours. What do you want me to start with mine?
Yeah, you can start with yours because my second one gonna be controversial, and I'm looking for this quote in the cast too.
We're gonna be provocative. So I haven't been, like I was telling you before we got on, I haven't been listening to anything really new, but I have discovered this dude called Mo3. And he's out of Houston. He was down with Boosie, and he's very ratchet. But he also, I was telling you, you would like it because he has a spiritual undertone. Like although he talk about the murder and all that type of stuff, he always bring it back something from the Bible, God or whatever, saying God don't want me to live like this. And unfortunately, he got murdered. But I've been feeling he got a couple songs that I've been listening to. But that's it as far as like new for me. But he's definitely not new. So what you got? Go ahead.
I need to I'm gonna check out Mo 3. He said he was Boosie's guy, and we had a conversation about that. Like Boosie funny, but I can't even listen to Boosie because my cousins that bring back flashbacks when I would go back to Milwaukee. But mine is Kieran the Light, Kieran. As I was telling you, and I try my best not to jack or make over exaggerations, but I really do think dude is the Jay-Z of gospel rap. He's very articulate.
I'm gonna listen to him before. Cosby sent me something for somebody. So I'm gonna listen to him.
Nice. He's nice. I ain't no fanboy. I reached out like, bruh, I would love to. He ain't responded to me on Instagram. I'm gonna be real. Look, this footage might be used one day, but I DM'd him and was like, bruh, I would your music would be like the soundtrack to. I could use that as the soundtrack to my TV series because you breaking down the struggles. He ain't respond back. And then the other one, we talked about this and you told me it was old, but the R. Kelly, I admit, I listened to that with my brothers and my foster brother and my nephew, and I was like, yo,
you listened to the whole album?
This is some real stuff. I did listen to the whole album privately, but then we listened to the I Admit song, which is like, I don't know. Basically the brother is talking, but he's singing.
Yeah. That's exactly what he's doing. Yeah.
And it's like, bro, you so freaking talented. It's crazy. He basically gave a sermon about how messed up he is. He admits he screwed up. But what I took away was from him is, hey, don't I need help. People knew I needed help. They was taken from me. It was cool as long as they was taken from me, including some of the parents. They knew I needed help, but y'all know I got this God-given gift. Don't throw away the gift and my music while you throwing me away. And he basically is like, yo, I'm messed up. Whatever you want to do to me is fine, but don't deny the gift of my music. And my music has helped a lot of people. And I think you and I talked about this. Man, he got graduation songs. What was it? I Believe I Could Fly.
I Believe I Could Fly, yo. Some of y'all done walked across the stage. I believe
exactly. And this goes again to the division of, because I seen the Weinstein, I forget what I was watching, but I noted every time, like, oh, Weinstein, they ain't pulled all this stuff down yet.
Yeah. Weinstein got mad movies, bro.
The Weinstein Company,
Weinstein Company got mad movies, bro.
Yeah, we still supporting that. They are too, but quietly. But we will throw away. I don't know nobody yet. I said this before. I think Chris Brown is the closest. But don't nobody have that R. Kelly feel to it. Maybe it is because he was doing what he was doing, but his music was different, bro. His music was different. You cannot deny his talent. I mean, I keep seeing the video of the press conference where he's just at the press. I forget what they were saying, but it's like, yo, this dude is talented.
Yeah, he got a. We maybe that's something we tackle it more deeply because it's if y'all gonna cancel people, y'all gonna have to cancel a lot of people. But he wrote mad. He basically, for our generation anyway, he basically wrote, produced, featured on basically everybody that was somebody of our generation. He got the Canadian white chick, what's her name? She got Celine Dion. He wrote a song for her.
Yeah.
He got Michael Jackson,
Biggie.
He got
does he have one with Jay-Z? Whole album with Jay-Z?
2 albums with Jay-Z. He got, I don't know, man. It's a lot of stuff. He got a song with The dude that had the afro, he cleaned up though.
Maxwell.
Yeah, his list is crazy. His album credits is crazy. Aaliyah, obviously, his album credit is crazy. Puff, Missy, it's crazy, man. It's just crazy, yo.
Yeah, and he made a lot of money for a lot of people. Yeah.
All right, we about to come up, man. So you gotta take us out in prayer.
Yep, I got you. I was sharing these for the people
Yeah.
from Cass. Yeah, your boy learned and studied for the United States, bro. We've been bamboozled. I need to make it.
You ever read Mein Kampf?
Say it again.
Mein Kampf. I think I'm pronouncing it right. The book he wrote.
Who? Hitler?
Yeah.
No, I ain't read nothing from Hitler. Should I expand?
Because it's before he became the power. So he outlined everything he was going to do in the book. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
really?
I haven't read it since college, but he outlines and his theory and all that is all in the book.
Sound like some Donald Trump stuff. We probably could learn from that.
It's actually what's the word I'm looking for? Because it's before he came to power, so it was
like a manifesto.
Yeah, I think that's what it means. Mein Kampf. I think that's what it translates to. My manifesto. I think. I have no idea. People do not run with that because I don't know, but I think that's what it translates to. But it's not a fast read. Matter of fact, you can skip it unless you're interested in it.
No, look, you provocative. Now you got me. As long as it's an audio book after the
because it's not something that like you're gonna get through fast. Only because it's not super duper interesting. But and it's long.
Oh, Mein Kampf, Adolf Hitler, captured. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I just had to search Hitler, but that's something different. I've never. I know I'm already on the FBI list. They done marked me for Hebrews to Negroes.
I read that during college. I haven't read it since college, but I probably should just read it again to see how it would sit with me now, like this theories and all that type of stuff. But all that stuff is rooted in white supremacy, so it ain't gonna be no surprises for you. You already got your whole tech braids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, but go ahead, take us out, man. We might have got canceled this week, but go ahead.
One last time for the people.
Yo, make that big screen, yo. Make a big screen.
That joker clean. You couldn't tell him nothing. Look, no socks, boy. He had the matching. Oh boy, he was killing them. The two-tone shoes, boy.
Yo, he couldn't have listened to his lawyer, man, or his lawyer didn't give him good advice. Like, yo, you got the pink. He got the pink belt on too. No, he just don't got it.
He ain't got them. Them is custom fit. Ain't no belt on that, brother. You don't see that? That got the button with that brother was killing him. You couldn't tell him nothing.
Yo, he went to jail like that, bro. They took him straight.
That's the crazy thing. Like that's how you that's where it's crazy, man. The world we live. Oh man, this Hitler thing, $35 though. Who is collecting this money? Ian Kershaw. I know why that name sound familiar. That's one of them Trump boys.
Let me see the cover of the book you looking at.
I'm looking at it on my phone. It's a captivating guide to the life of Hitler, a biography, and then the Hitler nemesis, and then Mein Kampf is just Hitler, but they don't have an audio book for that. So I was gonna listen to one of them because I didn't care to study Hitler like that or whatever, but I may have to. I like that. It broaden my horizons. You've always told me step outside of your bubble and look at some different stuff and on the religion side and all of that. And maybe that'll be my next kind of crazy venture.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll talk about it when you read it. But like I said, it's nothing that you're gonna be surprised about. But at one time I wanted to hear people in their own here. I wanted to read about people in their own words, so I was really, really reading like a whole bunch of autobiographies at one point in time, and that was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, people take stuff out of context. When you even like the Bible, you hear like the money is the root of all evil. It's like, nah, it actually doesn't say that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, go ahead. We took.
All right.
Yeah.
Heavenly Father, thank you for blessing us to gather again and do another show, Lord. We just thank you for the platform. We thank you for the experiences and the wisdom we've gained from the experiences. We just pray that as we share our opinions, that they will have a positive impact on our people in some way. And we just pray that you continue to bless us to continue to go strong. Help us to always be mindful to give the same grace and mercy that we would like to receive to others as we move about our journey, and to just share love. In your son, Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. That's it, people.
That's
Like,
it.
share, review, follow, and we see you on next broadcast. Peace.
I'm going to be